K K-pop here is back in with you today with another brand new hot mess makeup tutorial. So obviously we're doing a hot mess makeup tutorial because guess what? I can do my makeup, but I'm also a hot mess while I do it, and I usually spill stuff all over the place, so that's what we're gonna do. So I have no idea what makeup look I'm going to do. I just pulled out a bunch of products that I thought about using, and we're gonna see what pops out. It'll be lots of fun. So I'm not gonna babble anymore. Let's just get right into the video. Alright, just like almost every single video, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I'm going to use the No Problem primer for that. Also, I have a mirror down here if you see me looking down. I'm gonna rub it on my face. Get on my face. I don't know if you guys can tell on screen today, but my skin is looking a bit red, so we are going to be trying a product that is new to me. I don't think it's new at all, and that is the Clio Kill Cover Glow Foundation. I have the cushion version of this and the glow version and the matte version of this, and I do like those, so I wanted to try the actual foundation itself and see what my thought is. Also, there is a brush that goes with it, and then there is also a sponge that is all part of that line. So we're going to be trying brush on one half, this on one half, and then whichever one looks better, we're going to fix it with the one that we like better. So yeah, let's go do that. I'm gonna go with this sponge. Mlurp, 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 mlurp. Okay, pulling my hair back so that way it's out of the way. And let's take this and put it on the back of my hand. This is in the shade 21 because I know that that's what usually works for me. It says shake well before use, so I'm gonna do that. Shake it, shake it. Okay, I think that's enough shaking. Oh wait, no, this isn't the shade 21. This is in the shade 2.5 Ivory. So I'm gonna just ploop this on the back of my hands with a little ploop, ploop, ploop. Thank you. Ploop, ploop. And we're gonna start with the brush first and see how that goes. I can't get it out.
A few moments later.
Blurp, blurp, blurp. I don't know what I think of the brush. I don't like brushes normally to do my foundation. But they call this Kill Cover, and thus far it's not killing cover with this brush. But it also looks like it might be buildable. This brush is huge, by the way, guys. Like, it's like 3 times the size of my hand. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of a finish with the brush. But after putting on a little bit more foundation, it definitely does seem to cover the skin quite well. Okay, and we're going to do the other half of this sponge that basically blew up it like a balloon. Oh wow, look at how my redness is just disappearing with this guy. This is actually looking a lot better than the other side in my opinion. We are going to use this on the whole face. Whole face is being done with a sponge. This sponge is like 3 times the size of my head. That was an over-exaggeration. It's like a third of this, like half of the size of my head. But what I like about the shape of this is that they also have like this top part right here so you can get in all the nooks and crannies. I don't normally cover my lips with foundation, but it was a thing that just happened in the middle of doing this. Good job, Rachel. Alright. Why did I do that? Okay, foundation is on, and now it's time for concealer. So for concealer today, I'm going to be using the Clio Kill Cover Airy Fit Concealer in the shade 2, which is Lingerie, which is kind of risque for a concealer, since concealer is supposed to cover up, and lingerie doesn't really cover up. We're just gonna put a little bit of that here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit down my nose.
Then you do this, then this, and this, then that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and that.
So what I will say is this applicator is like tiny. It's really, really small, like microscopic size, which is good because you really want to get into corners. You can do that with this. Let's use the edge now and see if I can really get this to do what I want. Okay, so one thing is I feel like my nose still isn't covered. You guys can't really see it on camera, but I can see it in person. Either way, this face is like the definition of what I look like in photos, because the fact if I don't have any makeup on, a lot of times I just like blend into the background of the white wall, and that's what this foundation is doing. So it's covering. It's covering quite a bit, and also this is a decent shade match for my skin.
I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne. Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky.
And then finally, before I go and do my brows, I'm going to set my face with the No Sebum Mineral Powder from Powder from Innisfree. Chic. You know what? This is actually it's a glowy foundation, but it's not like overly glowy. And I'm literally just setting the places where I think need set. I'm not gonna put this over the whole thing. The only problem that I have with this powder is the size of the holes, because if you don't blend the powder in thoroughly, you get the holes that are on here on your face, and they don't blend in very well. But that's also because I'm stupid, so make sure you just use a mirror whenever you use this powder. Alright, now I'm going to do my brows off the camera. Alright, I'm back. My brows are put on. I have big, thick brows. One thing that I will point out while I was trying to do my brows, I noticed a bit of pilling on my face with the foundation, primarily on the side that I used the brush on. So, that might be a reason to not use this brush that they have with it, because it didn't really do anything for me, and it worked a lot better with the sponge. Like, I'm not noticing as much pilling right now, and my foundation seems to be sticking together. Alright, and I now have shadow primer on my lids. I'm going to let that dry. While I let that dry, I'm going to go through and do my contour. So today for my contour, I'm going to be using the Too Cool for School art class by Rom&nd, Créateur du Contour. But it probably would be said with a Korean accent, because this brand is Korean, not French. It's a contour creator though. That's what Créateur de Contour means. And for my contour brush, I'm just gonna grab this slightly biggish fluffy brush, and I'm gonna just swirl all three colors together and put a little bit of that below my cheekbones. I'm one of those people, I don't like a really dense contour. I like it to be big and spread out, which is why I do a bigger brush whenever I do this, because if I did a smaller one, it would be much more concentrated in one spot, which isn't what I want at all. I'm gonna put that in my hairline too. Just get a little bit more contouring in it. And I also do underneath my jawline, just to give it a little bit more, make it a little bit more defined. Okay, and for my eyes, I'm going to be using one of the 50 million Kaja beauty bentos that I have in my hand. These are all from Kaja Beauty. They have 10 of them, and I happen to own every single shade. So we are going to be using one of those today on my face. Alright, so the first one that I'm going to be starting with is the Kaja Beauty Chocolate Dahlia Beauty Bento, which is number 8. And I'm going to start with the lightest shade on, oh wait, not the lightest shade. That lightest shade is not matte. I'm going to start with the middle shade in here, and I'm going to use that all through my crease. I'm also going to put a little bit of that on the lower lash line, just to add a bit of color there. Give my eyes a little bit more definition, because I blend into walls otherwise. And take my time buffing it out. Okay, now that that is all buffed out, I'm going to go in with the bottom shade, which is like a bottom shame. I have so much shame that I had a Freudian slip right there. Oops.
All you want is a ding-dong, what you envy is a shrine, a thing through which you can tinkle, or play it, or simply let hang.
I'm going to go in with the bottom shade, which is this darker brown, and I'm going to use that in my outer corners. And I'm just going to be taking this brush right here. It's a little bit more dense, so that way I can pack it. gonna put that on my lower lash line. My watch is yelling at me. I need a new one. It's at, like, on its last leg. And I'm doing a terrible job of blending this, but I don't care at this moment in time. I will fix it as I go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a bit of a halo eye today, so I'm going to put a little bit of this dark brown in my inner corner too. Or I just put it all over my lids, you know. Good job. Not what I intended, but that's what happened on one eye, so I have to do it on the other. Blendy, blendy, blendy. You know what? I think that this is going to be like a little bit of like a rocker moment that we're going to do today. So I'm going to call this my rocker chic makeup look. But like in brown tones, because that's what we do here. So it's going to be called rocker chic, but in brown tones, because that's what we do here. And just in case you guys all want to know, this is what the color in the top of this looks like. I might use this on the inner corners. I haven't decided yet. All right, and for the top of my lids, for the center, so that way I can have a bit of a halo eye going on, I'm going to be using my finger and the middle rose. Oh my gosh, Rachel, stop it. And I'm going to be using the middle one in the Sparkling Rose trio, which is all shimmer shades. I'm gonna pop that in the center. So we got like this cool brown but red eye going on, and it goes with like the front pieces of my hair. And also, anybody who says that Kaja is not K-beauty, it's made by Mimi Box, which is Korean inspired. Okay, and since we are doing like a red-brown rocker vibe, for my lower lash line, I'm going to line it with the Clio Gel Presso Waterproof Pencil Liner in the shade, where's the shade number? 8, Dark Rose. And for my top lash line, I'm going to be using the Gel Presso Waterproof Pencil Liner in Golden Black. This is the old style. They actually went and redid them since then. And I think I have ones in the newer style, but I still have to power through some of my ones that are in the older style. So you're going to be seeing the old style of the pencil for a while. Oh, I got it on my lash. Get off of there. How did I do that? See, I told you, I mess up every single video, because I'm a mess. Okay, and I'm going to be using my Clio Superproof Brush Liner in the shade Kill Black for my upper lash line, because I want a little bit of a cat flick. Of course, I say a little bit, and it's probably going to be like a huge cat flick. Honestly, there's a reason that this is such a good liner. It works so well. The pen is fantastic. I love this eyeliner with a burning passion, and it'll probably be one that I will use for all time. It's so good. That being said, any eyeliner cannot help whenever you really suck at getting it to match up correctly. That's not bad. Those are pretty even. That's good. Damn, those look pretty good. Dang Flabbit, where's my rabbit? He took my money and my eyeliner looks decent. I'm proud of myself. I have discovered with my eyes that if I really want like my cat flick to go way up, I really have to like take it like at a crazy high angle. But I don't like doing that. I like it kind of like sitting in the middle, just so it looks, you know, like an accent. By the way, I'm really looking like a vampire right now whenever I look at myself in the viewfinder. Like a serious vampire. I don't look nearly as vampire-y in person, but in the viewfinder, I look like a vampire. Okay, one other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Punk Rock. And I am going to do something with this. I haven't decided what yet, but I'm going to do something. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing a flick down there, and I will actually put a little bit more on the bottom lash line after I do my inner corner highlight. only thing that would make this look cooler is if I actually had like a double liner where I did another shade in liquid liner and then put this on top of it, so that way it really popped. But I do like the subtlety of this glitter right here. One thing that I will say about this glitter that I never noticed before, while it's drying, it does burn a little bit. But I also will point out I have very, very sensitive eyes, so that could be part of the reason why. Alright, and for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go to the, Hella Azalea Trio in the shade number 5, and I'm going to go with this top shade right here to highlight my inner corner. And I'm just going to use this brush right here and do that. Oh, I got glitter all over that. What the heck? My glitter jumped. And then I am going to use one final glitter, one more, and this is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Grind on my lower lash line. Because we love glitter on this channel. Okay, and now I'm going to be using the top shade in the Chocolate Dahlia one, number 8, and I'm going to do a brow highlight up here. Alright, and I'm going to curl my lashes. And I'm going to take my Kill Lash Superproof Long Curling Mascara on my top lashes. I do really like this mascara because it gives you really long, separated lashes. And for my bottom lashes, I'm going to be using the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara like I always do because it has a tiny, tiny, tiny brush. And I also pulled out a new one today, so hopefully it will not clunk. But I'm gonna knock on wood for that. Oh yeah, this new one's working a lot better. Alright, and I thought about using this new Moonshot blusher that I have in the shade Dry Coral, but I don't think it goes with my makeup look, so we're going to be using the Clio Blusher Pro Blusher Palette in the shade Bloom Pastel. The shade that I'm going to use for my blush is this one in the bottom middle because it's a more muted undertone. I'm just going to pop that on here. On my nose or doodle. Do I look less like a vampire now? Yes? No? Tell me in the comments below. And for my highlight, I'm going to be going in, because they call this a blusher palette, but there's highlight shades in here. I'm going to be going in with a mix of this one in the top and the one at the bottom. I'm going to pop it on top of my cheeks. This is actually kind of subtle. You guys can see it on camera, but it's kind of subtle in real life. One thing I will point out, this top shade is very glittery, so if you want something that's just shine, go for the bottom shade. Because now I have glitter in places that I didn't necessarily want glitter, like I'm okay with it on the top of my cheekbones, but I don't want it on the tip of my nose. Alright, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with the lips, and I'm going to be using the Rom&nd, or Rom&nd, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, Rom&nd lip tint. Let's see, what's this? What do they call this? It's like a lip tint that comes from their Dokboki collection, and this is the shade Mara Dokboki. Do I like this shade with this? That's too bold. Fix it, Rachel, fix it. Fix it! Fix it! It's too much. And there is one final thing that I want to add. This is the ColourPop Cutie Mark. I'm going to put it right under my eye, right here. So I have a little heart on my face. Why? Because I love you. Oh, what is wrong with me? A lot. A lot is wrong with me. We are changing the lip shade. Oh, but these really like tint. Oh gosh, how am I going to get this out of here? Okay. Etude House Lip and Eye Makeup Remover. We are going to switch to the Rom&nd Moonlight Collection. This is the shade, what is this? In the shade number 5. Rose something. See if this looks better. Oh, you're still too warm. How many lip colors am I going to go through today? You are too warm. I finally found the shade that I want, and that is the shade Soft Pool from Rom&nd. Same one that I used last week. But I know it has the right undertone. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Pull off edges, because this is a mess. Look at this. I hate bold edges. Hate them, hate them. This is more on the lines of what I wanted now. Jolly good. We have a heart on my face. because I felt like it. We're gonna work with it. We finally have a lip color that I want after 3 tries, and we are good to go. Okay, fix hair.
Hey, Josh. How'd you like to be part of the team?
Where are the white women at?
Let's do this.
Something rockers do. I don't know what do rockers do, but that's what I'm gonna do because it's like my cute rocker vibe. What am I doing? I'm gonna cram my neck back as far back as I can. Because why not? Hello. Alright, K-Nuggets, that's all that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and also make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to see more from me, make sure to head over to thekpophero.com. Over there, I post lots of album unboxings as well as K-beauty reviews, so go on over there and check it out. Other than that, that's all that I have for you today. So, 사랑합니다.